Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English Bình Phước radio television station and newspaper. And now our headline as usual. Xoai City eliminated all poor households. TV programs help disadvantagement. Leader pay tribute to President Ho Chi Minh on party's founding anniversary. 400 trillion Vietnam worth of government bonds to be auctioned. Ladies and gentlemen, poverty reduction is considered among the key annual talk for Xoai City, which lowered the number of poor and near poor households by in a mandatory target not only the party committee and other at all levels, but also of friends and mass organizations.
At the beginning of last year, Xoai City was home to 33 poor households and 73 near poor households. As of the end of 2022, the city had eliminated all poor households and reduced the number of near poor households to 5. Total funding for supporting and caring for the poor was over 13 billion dong, including 600 million dong from the state budget and 12.6 billion dong from donors. Providing residential land and housing support was one of the most effective policies in poverty reduction. The city mobilized nearly 1.7 billion dong to build 15 houses of compassion last year and repair 5 houses of poor and near poor households. With efforts from party committees and authorities at all levels, the participation of the entire political system, and cooperation from the community, no more poor households have been reported in Xoai City. However, some households are reported to have unsustainably escaped from poverty and do not have clear livelihoods. Therefore, the city has been urged to be more determined to prevent any local households from falling back into poverty.
The humanitarian TV program Aspiration for Life from Bình Phước radio, television stations and newspaper in cooperation with the Association for the Protection of People with Disability, Orphans and Poor Patients of Bình Phước Province and the Nhất, Ho Chi Minh City Advertising Choice Stock Company has lent a helping hand to a poor man who had a serious accident.
Mr. Nguyễn Văn Diệp lives in Hamlet 3 in Thông, Nhất, Mill, Bù Đăng district in very difficult circumstances. His family lives in a rented house and includes 3 young children. Diệp was injured in a motorcycle accident and his hip has become necrotic, but he cannot afford further treatment. The Aspiration for Life program has called on organizations, individuals, and benefactors to donate more than 226 million dong to Mr. Diep's family. The donations mean a lot to him, helping him fund further treatment and easing his family's difficulties.
The Bình Phước Department of Health sets healthcare services for people in the province before, during, and after the Lunar New Year 2023 were conducted effectively.
In order to effectively care for local people's health in the province before, during, and after the Lunar New Year, the Bình Phước Department of Health provided all officials and employees in the sector with elective documents from the Ministry of Health, the Provincial Party Committee, the Provincial People's Committee, and related branches. The sector paid special attention to the prevention and control of COVID-19, ensuring food hygiene and safety, and environmental hygiene. Medical examination and treatment, fire prevention, and security and safety were also ensured. The major difficulty facing the provincial health sector is the shortage of drugs, chemicals, and supplies.
Ladies and gentlemen, a delegation of the Communist Party of Vietnam Committee, the Presidency, the National Assembly, the government, and the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee on February the 3rd paid floral tribute to President Ho Chi Minh at his mausoleum in Hanoi on the occasion of the 93rd founding anniversary of the Communist Party of Vietnam.
The delegation included Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ, Permanent Member of the Party Central Committee Secretariat Võ Văn Thưởng, Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee President Đỗ Văn Chiến, and Acting President Võ Thị Ánh Xuân. They paid respect to President Ho Chi Minh, who founded and led the Communist Party of Vietnam. The past 93 years have proven that the party's leadership is the leading factor decisive to every victory of the Vietnamese Revolution. Under the party leadership, the Vietnamese army and people are joining hands to successfully implement the resolution adopted at the 13th National Party Congress and build a Vietnam of peace, unity, independence, democracy, and prosperity, firmly moving towards socialism.
The Ministry of Industry and Tech held a conference to seek ways to push domestic production and consumption and expand export market in 2023. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the event.
In 2022, thanks to the efforts of the industry interest sector, industrial production recovered positively, while goods import and export continued to grow, setting a new record of over $732 billion. Appreciating the above results, Prime Minister Chính emphasized that the sector must consider enterprises at the center of innovations and the focus of its development. The sector should continue to create changes and improve competitiveness by creating a favorable environment for people and businesses, the Prime Minister added. The government leader also requested the industry and trade sector to actively coordinate with ministries, branches and localities to expand markets to further boost the country's export. Besides, the market management, the fight against smuggling, commercial fraud and infringement of intellectual property rights must also be paid with due attention, Chính noted.
The State Treasury has announced that it plans to raise 400 trillion Vietnam dong, over $7 billion worth of government bonds via auctions on the Hanoi Stock Exchange this year.
In the first quarter of 2023, the State Treasury will offer 108 trillion Vietnam dong, or $4.6 billion worth of G bonds with different maturities. The State Treasury said in 2023, it will issue G bonds closely following market developments, and the revenue collection and disbursement progress of the Public Investment Capital Plan from the state budget. The agency will manage interest rates of auctioned G bonds in line with the government's direction of fiscal and monetary policies, and issue G bonds with different maturities to meet the needs of investors. On February 1st, the HNX organized 3 auctions of 5-year bonds worth 500 billion Vietnam dong, and 10-year and 15-year bonds worth 5 trillion dong each.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tây Yên Tử, West Yên Tử Spring Festival and the Cultural Tourism Week 2023 of Northern Bắc Giang Province opened with a ceremony held at the Tây Yên Tử Spiritual and Ecological Tourism Complex on February the 2nd.
The Tây Yên Tử Spring Festival and the Bắc Giang Culture Tourism Week feature 15 main activities and a wide range of culture, sports and tourism events, which will be held from now to February 6th. The Tây Yên Tử Tourism Complex, located on the path of propagating the Dharma of the founders of the Trúc Lâm Yên Tử Buddhist sect, holds a special position for developing cultural, spiritual, ecological and relaxation tourism. Given this, Bắc Giang is developing a tourism space here and working with nearby Quảng Ninh and Hải Dương provinces to compile a dossier seeking UNESCO recognition of the Yên Tử, Vĩnh Nghiêm, Côn Sơn Kiếp Bạc Landscape Complex as World Heritage.
And that's all for the news today. Thanks for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.